Hey there, and welcome back to my channel, Weirdly OCD. I know it's been a week since you have seen me from the live stream, which again, if you tune into that, I greatly appreciate it, and if you watch the playback of it, I appreciate that as well. I want to do another live stream a bit sooner than I did the last one from the previous. I'm not sure when that will be, but once I decide when I'm going to do that, I will definitely announce it both on my Twitter account, which you can follow me at WeirdlyOCD, and here on the channel as well. Today, I want to talk to you about why I am obsessed, literally obsessed, with making lists. I am a very visual person. I like to have lists so that way I can keep myself accountable on things and I know what I need to do. I also know if I'm missing anything. I've always been a list maker pretty much my entire life. Now, Tony, on the other hand, is not a list maker, but that's okay. It's not for everybody. However, if you are a very organized person, you probably already are a list maker. It just kind of is one of those general organization things you do. But I wanted to talk to you about a couple different kind of lists that I make and something I'm also starting out. And then I also want to talk to you about a website. Now, the website I'm going to talk to you about, I am not sponsored by. They have no idea that I am talking about them in this video. They have not sent me any free product or anything like that. The reason I make lists, well, as I said just a little bit ago, they keep me organized, they keep me accountable, and they keep me on track. First list I want to show you is something that I just started this week, surprisingly enough, and that is a meal list. And this is a notepad from a website called Knock Knock. Well, the company is called Knock Knock, I'm sorry. And they have tons of notepads like this. There is a notepad for everything you can think of. There's a meal planning notepad such as this one, which I'll show you here in just a moment. There's ones for pro-con lists. There's one for chores. There's a list where you can check off what you need at the grocery store when you run out of it and take it with you. There are so many different lists. There's travel packing lists to make sure that you don't forget anything before you go on a trip. I can't say enough good things about these lists. Let me show you the one that I actually have here. So this is a what to eat, and on this list here you can write the week of, and then if you want to, you can write down, it has a place here for Master Chef, which Tony's the only one that cooks in our family, so I don't need to write that down. And then it divides the notepad up into dinners for each day of the week, along with breakfasts, lunches, and then it's called grab bag, but you could consider that probably snacks or something like that, food on the run. And I just went a little bit further and I wrote the dates next to each day so we know exactly what we're going to have. Now, I made this list yesterday and we went to the grocery store this morning, and I cannot tell you how accountable this kept us. I made this. We know exactly what we're going to be eating for like the next week and a half every night for dinner. And I wrote down on a list exactly, yes, a list, exactly what we were going to the grocery store for. We got a couple extra items, and there is a certain budget that I wanted to stay in, which was $60. We went over a little bit by $65, so that's not bad, $5 over. But this will let us know exactly what we're going to be having every single night for dinner. It lets me know exactly what we need to get from the grocery store that we don't already have. Now, there are a couple other lists that they have on their website that I think would be highly useful, at least for me and Tony. So one would be this. Two, I really like the travel organization list, which if I can get a good picture of it, I will pop it up here in the corner. And it basically just runs down a list of different things that you should make sure you get if you're going out of town we're out of state, on our long road trip, what have you. That way you don't forget anything, because when you try to think of everything, you usually don't think of everything, and you end up leaving something behind. Now, another one I would probably like to get is the to-do list one. However, I did just buy a very generic notepad that is magnetic that I can do that with as well. Another good thing about the Knock Knock pads here is they are magnetic, and it doesn't come with like a wimpy magnet on the back. It is a huge magnet that takes about 1/3 of the top of the notepad. So it sticks. It won't slide down your refrigerator like some notepads do. I've had some of those in the past where you stick it on and then it starts to kind of slowly go down like this. And yeah, this does not do that whatsoever. I love making lists. It just keeps me so much organized, and I feel so accomplished when I can just keep checking things off and checking things off when I get them done. I also make lists for prescription refills, so we can make sure that we are not going to be running out of anything. So I do that on this pad here. I won't show you anything because it does have prescription names on it. I thought this was kind of cute. It says "Write Meow" because it has cats in the background there, if you can see that. I thought that was kind of cute. And I make lists of appointments that we have as far as doctors or anything like that here on the whiteboard in our office. But if you want to become organized in your life and you want to hold yourself accountable, you need to make lists. Doesn't have to be super detailed. It can be very generic, but that is one easy, simple, and cheap step that you can take to get yourself organized. If you're looking to get stuff done, make a list. And it's fantastic for parents too. There's a chore notepad that's geared towards chores for kids on their website as well. You can check out the Knock Knock website. It's knockknockstuff.com. And you can also get these on Amazon as well. Amazon usually tends to give you like bundle deals if you buy 3 or more. They also have some really funny ones too. Some like kind of sarcastic, dry humored lists and different notepads for just funny little things if you want to get them as gag gifts or whatnot as well. But I wanted to do a video to tell you that making a list, as I said, is probably the cheapest, most simple way you can get yourself organized. If you're looking to get yourself organized in some way, shape, or form, I feel like that would be a good starting point. You can check out the Knock Knock website, as I said, at knockknockstuff.com. You can also go to Dollar Tree and get very cheap notepads. Now, I did not get this notepad at Dollar Tree. I got this from Walgreens. But it was still relatively cheap. It was, I want to say, $3.99, $2.99. And it has a huge magnet on the back as well. If you want to get a notepad for your refrigerator, make sure it has a pretty decently sized magnet on it. Otherwise, it's going to just slide right down your refrigerator and it's going to be useless. But with that, I hope you enjoy this video. If you've purchased any of the Knock Knock notepads, let me know which ones you have and how they work out for you. And are they successful? Do they help you stay organized? Have you kind of like started using them in the beginning and then forgot about them? Things like that. I know sometimes I do end up doing that as well, but I'm really trying hard to hold myself accountable with especially the meal planning, because me and Tony, we tend to go to the grocery store and we're like, okay, we're going to be laser focused. We're going to get this, this, this. And then, of course, we get sidetracked by, ooh, this is only this much. We should get one. Ooh, this is only this much. And then we get up to the register and check out and wonder how the hell we spent $9,500 when we only anticipated on spending maybe like 65 or 70. But with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you're a list maker, if you're not, if you think you may become one after this, or if you think it would help you with your organization in life. I will see you all on Wednesday. I promise. Have a great day. Bye bye.